Krino, krata kiti 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 lo koreta karentai koroto koroto koroti kiri sai korota kili mashu korota karentai katiki yandai kunu kurundaka atakata atakle era kara ashaka teti no son dorotoku. Krakali yamakarato koroto karasta sekarala yamakrokoto kara ishikara etakata atakotokoto. Karampur sakar takle itakare shoko takede itakaya kora atakla karatakare utok karat sekali impara takle utakar atakata atakate utakare imalai koroto 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 takete sakare takle korosh takare kitakata ai koro ola kada atakate kada atokoron skare takle karai koroto korakati karai karata kare ite kuru kete kare ampak shkoro utakuru utakale kare atakara yikata kare utakas karla karai mukro kete kete karla karai koto koto sakar atakete kete ukul karai makro ite kaskro koto ale karai makro koto shkro koto utakale karai mukro tasikr takate utukur takale kete tapapok takare atakate italam kro to oto se atakare le yamakare takoto oto koto alakara atakata oto koto amakare etakata kaya yokoro takate etakle yamakaro shakare takate itakata kete ela takata sakete itakla karai koroto tikile makoro takari shakarai koto welcome to this light language transmission. Inta kiti tik olokarai takati uta sakara takati ita glumo koro utukuru sakarai katai nakoro utukuru takati ishakara likiri poro tokoro takari sakuro. I do have a someone's left foot is hurting, but I do have a being in front of me, and I believe, or she looks feminine, but I'm not sure if they have the same feminine and masculine idea that we have, because she looks feminine but she doesn't feel, she feels whole. It's a being that is extremely connected to nature on Mother Earth, and flowers and animals and scents and colors, and also emotions, because she's got a lot of fluidity in her body. It's very difficult to explain because I can see her head and, you know, just her upper body, but she looks very tall, bluish in skin tone. She's got very beautiful eyes. It's like clear water, but it has shades of blue and green and, I don't know, I want to say diamonds. She's saying it is time for humans to reconnect and remember their inner fluidity. That's ay tukuro atakale ishai kuro tukuro takara asakata atakle kara itakro makaro shtakare itaklai. A lot of humans are going through great transformations at this time. They are going through deaths, or death is a part of their life because it's part of their transformation or their learning profile. I hear, I also see someone using runes. They say some of you are such wise souls. Your wisdom is being opened up and you're starting to use your powers that have been hidden for a long time. Don't try to be something or someone else, because you have your mission that you need to do, you need to accomplish on this earth. Remember, she says. She even, I can see her drawing something on, it looks a bit like drawing, someone drawing on paper, and it looks a bit like a star image. Or it's a direction, something with a star sign and the direction. She's saying you have it in your astrology, or you have it in your chart, or something. Your mission is in your chart and in your DNA, and your brain is helping you open your mission up if you are not already walking on the path. She's saying, because you might hear my dog, she's saying a lot of animals are acting out or seeing things that you can't see. Trust them, because they can feel. There's also, I can also sense fear, or a type of anxiety, or I also have very cold hands suddenly, so I'm not sure if you have a fear of dying, or because if you still fear death, she says she's showing me, one of those what do you call them? It's a thing that you use to do stretching with your arms when you do sports. It's a flexible band that people use to help with staying flexible. Maybe we need to stay flexible. She wants us to turn towards plants for medicine. She wants us to turn towards nature to know the truth. And she's also saying, stop being someone else, or stop trying to be someone you're not. Have you forgotten who you are? Ai koro takara sakare leke makara I koro tu koro takara e makala kere e takata atakata koro rosikere e rara I gora ro rante kere I makara se kolo koro to koro teki intai koro sho koro to koro teki intakere sarai takere ilam karo takara um I can see petals and the color purple and calming down the nervous system with scents and flowers and plants and herbs and essential oils and she says we need to stop the current or stop the energy to flow too fast, because many of us are being on a fast lane instead of jumping on the soft and easy lane. She says ask Mother Nature, because you get the information from Mother Nature when you connect your body, which is part of Mother Nature, with the stars and your soul. Your soul, she says, the soul is the gummy band between the stars and the earth, and we need to stay flexible and not try to be something we are not or someone we are not. And she's saying this has to do with your mission. Just because your brain or your I'm getting dizzy, so I'm not sure if you're getting dizzy, but don't try to be something or someone else, because you are unique and your uniqueness is needed and so important. I can see people sniffing on oils, so probably oils might help your brain to go on the slower lane. Karai itakaluranta karai sungrata kedi itakle krosh you karali kari itakare masai koroto kontokro. You have the wisdom inside of you and you only need to let it flow, not try to ascend faster. Or she says stay in the flow and on the slow. Why is she saying slow race? I hear slow race. It's not a race, she says. It's not about racing somewhere or trying to be enlightened fast, or trying to open up. It's difficult to understand what she means. I'm trying to translate her energy. It's at the same time extremely easy what she's presenting to me, but it's at the same time extremely difficult to put a word on it, because it's she's trying to send or show us a state of being without trying to be someone, without trying to be a certain way or seem a certain way. She says there's if we haven't learned to stay on our own yet, we need to do this. So many of you haven't learned to appreciate the times, the alone times or maybe it's a phase in which you need more alone time. I can see someone sliding down a tree and sitting at the bottom of a tree. She says always ask if it's okay for the tree as well, and be conscious of the little things. She says it's more about following the inner flow instead of following what the brain wants, because she says a lot of nervousness is coming from trying too hard, or from being something or someone else. And something with fluid or fluidity or flexibility or water or emotions or cycles. She says everything is in cycles or comes in cycles, so we need to stay flexible and adapt to the cycle we are in, and this cycle is different for everyone. Even if we have a collective energy, we still have our unique own cycle or energy that we have to accept and see and recognize and be grateful for and work with. I can see someone being full of symbols and adding more and more symbols, and being so full of symbols that you can't see the person anymore, or it's hidden. Like you don't need a name, you don't need a tribe, you don't you are the tribe. Very interesting. She says two more things. What are they? The little things. She says things are happening to you and they seem fast, or things you need to slow down, or do things slower than you do them usually, okay? And you will see things fly by extremely fast, or things happening. You will see things that happen in a very quick way. I can see also someone digging a hole into Mother Earth and making a fire inside of it and throwing everything in there. I can see papers, and I'm not sure if you're trying or you're transforming things with fire. So you burn, you write down things that you want to let go of and you burn them. She's showing me many why do I have papillon? Can I say it in English, please? Butterflies, thank you. I can see a lot of butterflies, a lot of transformations, a lot of alone time, a lot of uniqueness. Your inner knowing is so much more important than learning something from the outside. Slowing down will activate the fluids inside of you or something like that, and show you more things about yourself and your origins, because she's saying a lot of people are looking for their origins, or trying to find out more, or trying to see more, or feel more, or hear more, or accelerating their gifts. And she says the gifts, or the opening of the gifts, come from another space they are not coming from digging deeper. She says they come from letting go and going with the flow and just being you, and being you is going with your inner flow, this fluidity inside of you, the inner emotions, the inner she says I can see someone at the top of a tree looking around in the distance, looking very far. Some of you have seen us, she says. Some of you have seen signs of us, and or seen signs. She says you have seen us, you have seen, some of you have seen from afar something looking like very tall beings at the top of, she's showing me something at the top of a mountain, or when you look very far in the on the horizon, it looks a bit like people or beings with legs and arms like humans, but they are not human. They say more and more of you see us or feel us or hear us or smell us or dream of us. She says every time you dream or feel or see or smell them, it's a message from them and a connection that they have built with you. Trust your inner knowledge. Try less. She's saying we try too hard to understand, and we try too hard to find out instead of trusting what we are getting. She says it's extremely important to calm the system down. She's sending me a lot of calm energies. I feel like going to sleep now. So maybe you are getting those calm energies through suddenly in the middle of something you're doing. There's also something about purifying with smells, or with something you can smell instead of the same way you always do it. We shouldn't be following our brains too much. We should be following our inner personal unique cycle, and also bring it in harmony with the cycle for the collective or of the universe. Maybe also moon cycles are important. I'm not sure. She says not the moon. Not the moon. She says because the cycle has got something to do with, I hear judgment, and I hear clarity and the reality and the truth and the real cycle. She says don't worry, because I'm a bit worried about the transmission, because I feel like I'm not getting what she means, but she says it is okay, it is good, it is exactly the way it needs to be channeled. So I hope this makes sense, or when you get something, just trust that it makes sense, even if it feels extremely awkward or extremely stupid for some of you, or you were I hear harvest, so a lot of you will get as soon as they let go. So it's more about letting go and accepting instead of trying too hard. Some of you are trying too hard. We are already here, we are already connected to you. You can be connected, and you are connected to everything and everyone you want to be connected with. I can see bananas. I'm not sure why. Kerem kara is someone eating a banana. This is fun. Ai koro sakarika makoron da kare kare shoma koro takare takate takite. Dakara atakata atakata itakale kara makarate. They're showing. She's showing us a map or something. But everyone is getting it. The thing is, she's saying that we all get it through our gifts, but every gift is different and unique, and that's why we shouldn't be trying to get the information the same way as someone else is getting it. She says some of you smell it, some of you feel it, others write it or paint it or know it or hear it. And alone time is extremely important for everyone who isn't having alone time. And she says sometimes we're forced. I can see someone who has had a lot of alone time and is now forced to mingle, to go in places where there's a lot of chaos or a lot of nervousness, and this is the right place for you to be in, because trust your protection, trust your knowing, trust your intuition. I have stomach ache, so some of you might not feel comfortable in certain situations, but they need to be in them. You will know why later on. Trust that you always get the knowledge, you always know, you will remember. There's a huge opening up and remembering or getting clarity or about your uniqueness. It's about you personally. And don't forget about the cycles. She says the cycles, and she's slowly going away. It's like as if every time she sends me something, she's a bit further away. Akala amo oko otokolo ora ala ere endagara ala oro tokara andakare ita yekare ele uakara atakare isa indugu tukudu utakare isha sundudu tukara etekele iya kara etere mokoro alain boro tongoro takare etkare sakoro lekara makare ketekere kala kara yana koro tokoro etekare endagare shushu kuru tukuru takale makare takare. You're extremely powerful and you're doing an amazing job. Every single one of you. She says, my sisters and brothers are with you and you have seen us. So, you have seen us. It's, I'm feeling extremely tired. I have to finish this before I fall asleep, but she's saying a lot of you are getting or seeing them in different ways. So don't compare yourself. Don't compare, or because someone has seen an extraterrestrial somewhere at the top of a mountain doesn't mean that you can't see this form of extraterrestrial you want to see in. I see underneath a rock. And this need of calming our nervous system down. Something with the fluids in our nervous system is extremely significant. Also, headaches again. Don't force yourself. You are a star. We are part of you. You are part of us. We visit you. Don't push us away by trying to focus on the wrong things. The last thing she left, which I believe is for everyone, every single one of you watching this transmission, you are being protected with a golden aura, or you have gotten a golden aura, or you have been gifted with a golden aura, and it's a form of protection. You only need to trust yourself. Don't be scared. Trust yourself. Trust everything you smell, feel, hear, see inside of you, not something that comes from the outside or the limited brain, she said. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. I'm sending you a lot of healing and a lot of love. See you very soon.